What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're setting these rooftop units on top of our commercial pharmacy. In this video, we're gonna cover all the steps it takes, from securing the units to setting the curbs, to getting the units out with the crane and up on top of this building and making our final connections. We're gonna cover every step of the process. Be sure to tune in. So today what we're doing is we're setting what we call rooftop units, or RTUs. And RTUs are essentially like an air handler and a cooling system all in one. Think about your house. You usually have a compressor or condenser outside, and then you have an air handler inside. Well, these are a complete package all in one. And these are commonly used in commercial spaces because they're allowed to be very high efficiency, and everything is in one unit. So today we have 5 different units we're installing. We have 3 what we call RTUs, and we have 1 direct outside air system. That's this big boy on the end here. This unit right here is huge. You can see him moving it right now, picking up with the crane. This is our first pick of the day. You're wondering why this one's so much larger. This unit was designed to supply outside fresh air into our clean rooms. We're talking about the design of a system. All of these units were specialty fabricated and selected and designed by our engineer and our fabricator for this build. So we just had our first pick and our first set went smoothly. We're gonna talk a little bit about what it takes for the crane to get these units up onto the roof. And what we do is we call these a pick, right? It's essentially a crane picking this piece up and moving it to where it needs to go. And in order for a successful pick, you need to think about a couple different things. Always talk about access, right? Where are we taking the unit and where does it need to go? We need to make sure that our crane has enough access to pick the material, swing, and set it in the place it needs to go. So talking about access and location. This is a great spot here. We have our truck staged in a way where we can swing and make the pick and only have to turn about, maybe less than 180 degrees to make the set. This is a very easy pick. How do we get the units from the truck to the roof? Well, we have these straps attached to our crane, but this whole process is called rigging. And rigging is essentially just taking any kind of material or strap, or sometimes there's like bars, and we'll use that to attach to the units. What we have on our rigging is we have our straps, and then we have an eye bolt. And those eye bolts are really just a U with a threaded bolt through it. And you can see on our actual piece of equipment, or our RTU, there are pick points. And they're located, usually designated by these X's, right? So any one of these holes could have been used for a pick point. But our rigger here knows that a really good way to control a piece of equipment is have your rigging set on the opposite side so it's not turning and spinning. When you have pressure on the opposite sides and they lift this up, it's gonna kind of snug this unit together. See how all the straps kind of start to suck this piece together? We also have what we call a tag line, which is that orange line that's attached to the unit in the rigging. The tag line's a really good way to control the unit as it gets close and keep this thing from spinning. Without that tag line, you kind of have to sit there and maneuver this massive piece of equipment, or you can grab that tag line before you ever have to get your hand on it and you can start to swing it left to right. It's just a really safe way to touch the piece of equipment without being directly underneath it.
All right, guys, so while on site, I forgot to mention something very important, and that is today's sponsors, Ends Pouches. And Ends Pouches are on point, which I probably would have remembered if I had my Ends Pouches on me. We've got 2 different blends. We've got the Focus Blend and we got the Energy Blend. The Focus Blend is packed with nootropics, keeps me sharp without the extra caffeine bump, but I really love the Energy Blend. The 50 milligrams of caffeine, the no artificial sweeteners. This stuff gives me that little extra nudge to just keep on powering through at the end of the day, or when things just get a little boring out on site. So remember, head over to endspouches.com and use code JGB at checkout for 15% off your order. That's code JGB at Ends Pouches for 15% off.
Talking about rigging and picking, you always have to have someone in the final location to set the unit. And we got our crew up top, and there's multiple ways you can communicate with the team down below. But the most common is hand signals. We have our guy up top who's using his hands to say, hey, I need to come down a little bit, or bring it left or right. Hand signals are a really effective way to communicate without having to yell or use a walkie-talkie. You can see our rigger up top just held a fist. He said, stop there, hold on. He'll probably come back and use another one to say, bring me down or bring me down a little bit. And hand signals are used for all different types of equipment: forklifts, dozers, blades, compactors, anything that has a heavy piece of machinery, we have a hand signal for. All right, we're up on the roof. We just set all 5 of our units, went off without a hitch. While we were making the picks, we had to make sure that they were set correctly. So the first thing that we had to do up here is set our curbs. And our curbs are really just this like metal base that allow us to set these units and also have some waterproofing. So when it rains, we're not getting any water inside of our units. Now, if we were to look on the inside of these curbs, there are 2 openings for each of these units, one for the supply air and one for the return air. When they set these units down, they actually have like 2 squares that kind of just align below and drop in through these openings. Super simple. You're essentially just like connecting 2 Lego pieces that pop in together. So when we set these, there's a couple things that we're looking for to make sure they're done correctly. We have to make sure that they're orientated correctly, right? They're not flipped the wrong way. It's pretty easy to spot. The 2 openings wouldn't actually align if we had this thing set incorrectly. We also have to make sure that we're keeping this thing airtight and waterproofing around our openings. So before we set the unit, the guys were up here early this morning with this like expandable foam that's about a 1/2 inch thick, and they line the entire perimeter of the curb and the openings together. That way when we set this down, it creates this seal. It compresses that foam and seals this unit off. We'll also do a seal test when they actually start running air to make sure that all of our units and our ducts are airtight and we're not losing air out through the sides here. What comes next? So inside right now, we have all these different ducts running to supply our air that these will be tied into. But there's a gap right now from these units to the duct. So we need to bridge that gap. And we call these roof drops, or sometimes we call them sound attenuators. And it's really just a way to get our air from our unit into the duct. So we just need to connect that last missing piece, and that's kind of the next step. That piece will take us about a week to do. These are all custom fabricated pieces. We just need to make sure that everything is tying in correctly. These guys are already on it. We know it's gonna work. So like I said, we have 5 units today, right? We had our big direct outside air unit. This is supplying clean air into the clean rooms, right? So this pharmacy room is gonna be compounding certain pharmaceuticals, and they need a lot of fresh air. It smells and it has toxic chemicals. So this supplies fresh air. But the other half of that system is an exhaust fan, right? When we talk about HVAC, we always have a supply and a return. Well, this is only a supply. This is our return. This is a very large exhaust fan, something that you can see in your bathroom, right? But oversized. And the idea is that if there's any like harmful chemicals or smells, this is just taking all of that stuff, sucking it out and getting it out of the building so our people working inside of the compounding rooms are safe. These 2 systems working together is kind of like one RTU or one rooftop unit or package unit. Instead of having 2 separate pieces, our rooftop unit actually has a supply air duct and a return air duct. So this is one entire package that moves the air around, compared to this, which is just supplying a bunch of clean, fresh air. So everything's set. We know what our next steps are, but the real magic is gonna be when we start these things up. We have a little bit of a lull right now. The units are set. We've got to make our final connections inside. We've got to get power to these things. And then we've got to build out the rest of the pharmacy, our drywall, our paint, all of our walls, all of our finishes still needs to happen. At the end of this project, we'll have the actual custom manufacturer, Captive Air, come out here and start these bad boys up. And startup's kind of this like interesting process where we test and make sure that the units are good and ready to rock and that they're functioning as intended. It's this whole process of startup followed by what we call a test and balance. And a test and balance is kind of making sure that these units are working properly together and delivering the right amount of air at the right speed and temperatures to the certain areas. So big day today, rooftop units are in place, went off without a hitch, but we still have a lot of work ahead of us. Thanks for tuning into the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments.